everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to another bookish video. So last week, I think it was, I asked you guys on Instagram what you would most like to see from me soon, and an answer that I got a few times from you guys was another charity shop book haul. Now of course, this gave me the perfect excuse to get myself up and out of bed and off to the charity shops, so that is exactly what I did. You know, it's all about you guys, it's all about the content, it's not about me or my insatiable book buying habit. So I actually got really lucky. I went to the charity shops on Sunday with my mum. We only ended up going in 2 shops, but I managed to get a total number of 9 books for the price of, wait for it, £7. See, this is why I love charity shops. I just love going in. You never know what you're going to get. It's always a surprise because you just don't know what's going to be there. You don't know if there's going to be things that are on your list that you would really like that you're going to pick up for cheap, or if there's going to be things that totally surprise you that you've never heard of. I have got a mixture of both of those things today, and yeah, I'm just going to tell you all about the 9 books that I bought for £7, tell you all about them, how I'm feeling about them, and yeah. So if you'd like to know all about my charity shop book haul, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first shop that I went into actually had like a manager's special thing on, and they were doing 3 books for £1. And this is a shop that I've been in a few times, and it's very hit or miss whether I'll find anything in it, but this time I did manage to find 3 books, all of which I am really excited for. Now I am going to warn you right here, right now, pretty much all of these books that I'm going to be talking about today are thrillers. I am seriously back on my thriller game and I'm so excited about all these books, so yeah, just a little word of warning before we get going. Now, some of my favourite series on Netflix are actually Safe, The Stranger and Stay Close, and all of those are actually adaptations of novels by Harlan Coben, who is a prolific thriller writer. He has so many books and I have not read any of them, but I love all 3 of those series, so I've really been wanting to pick up his writing, and I actually managed to pick up 2 in this deal. So first of all, I got The Woods by Harlan Coben, and then I also got Just One Look. And one of the things I'm also really excited about this is that they have like these cute like bright coloured edges. They kind of remind me of like the Lisa Jewell books, because I've got the similar editions of those, and I'm really hoping I can just continue to collect like so many of his books all with like the bright spines. I think it looks so cute on my bookshelf. But yeah, so the first one is The Woods. In this we follow Paul Copeland. 20 years ago there was a summer camp in the woods and 4 teenagers went missing. Now we are 20 years later in the present. Paul Copeland, his sister, was one of those kids that went missing. He is now raising a daughter alone after the death of his wife, and then everything changes when a body is found in those woods. They then question, could this victim be one of those missing teenagers? Could his sister actually be alive? All sorts of secrets start to come to light, and this one sounds so exciting. It sounds like it's going to be hopefully quite fast paced. Like I said, I've never read any of his books before, so I don't actually know much about his style of writing. I just know that I love the plots, if the Netflix series are anything to go by. So hopefully this one will be a very exciting, twisty book. The second one is Just One Look. This sounds very much like the Netflix series that he puts up. We're following a character called Grace Lawson, who is living a happy family life in the suburbs with her husband and kids. But everything changes when Grace goes to pick up the holiday snaps that she took of their trip away together. She's looking through all of these photos and there's one that just doesn't fit. It is a photo of her husband from years before in a way that she never knew him. Within 12 hours of that, Jack, her husband, is actually missing, and there is a brutal hitman stalking the family. The past is very much come back to haunt the present, very Harlan Coben Netflix series-esque, and I can't wait to see what sort of secrets Jack has that he has kept and how they are coming back to haunt this family. The third book I got in this 3 for £1 deal is a little bit different, and it's not one I'd ever heard of, but it was one I was very intrigued by because it is by Emma Donoghue, who wrote Room, which is one of my favourite books. I think it's absolutely incredible, and that is Frog Music. Both the title, the cover and the author all drew me straight to this book, and when I read the blurb I just thought this has got to be a bit of me. This one is like a historical fiction whodunit mystery thriller. So I've still got my thriller in there, but we've got a bit of historical fiction as well. In this one, it is San Francisco in 1876, and smallpox has engulfed the city. Deep in the streets of Chinatown live 3 former stars of the Parisian circus. We have Blanche, who is now an exotic dancer at the House of Mirrors, her lover Arthur, and his companion Ernest. But when an eccentric outsider joins their little circle, secrets unravel, changing everything and leaving one of them dead. Inspired by a true unsolved crime, Frog Music is a dark and compelling story of intrigue and murder. I think this one sounds like it's going to be really atmospheric. I've not read any historical fiction in a while, but I do love historical fiction. I actually think, did Emma Donoghue not write another one that was historical fiction slash like crime? And it was also based on a true story. I cannot remember the name of it, but I'm sure I read it and loved it, so hopefully I will love this one too. So that was the first charity shop that I went to. The second one is where I got a total of 6 books. I was literally just sat there picking things off the shelf, just like, yep, I'll have that one, and I'll have that one, and I couldn't stop. But they were all £1 each, so I mean 6 books for £6. I've got 6 books for less than what would usually be 1 book in a bookstore, so perspective please, people. And in this one I did pick up a few books that I'm really excited for. I was actually going through Instagram reels that morning before we went on this trip, and I saw someone's reel, I can't remember who was talking about some of the best twists in thrillers, and one of the ones that she actually recommended I saw as soon as I walked into that charity shop, and I knew I had to have it. And that is I Let You Go by Claire Mackintosh. Since seeing that, I've also seen a number of other people say that this one has an incredible twist, and you know I love a good twist in a thriller, so I'm so excited to get around to this one. So in this one we follow Jenna Gray, and there is a traumatic event that happens one November night that causes her to completely uproot her life, completely start afresh. It is a tragic accident. It doesn't tell us what that is, so I don't know what this accident is. I don't know if you find out in the beginning or if you wait to find out later on. I don't know. But it causes Jenna to move to a remote cottage on the Welsh coast. She is haunted by this thing that happened. She's got fear, grief, all these emotions going on, but she starts to see what could be a glimpse of happiness. However, her past then starts to catch up to her. That's all I know, but I've heard this is like a really good psychological thriller, really twisty, really gripping, and I feel like if that is true, it's going to be one that I absolutely fly through. I feel like there was someone in this charity shop that was just handing in all like the really good thrillers, from what I can see, because there was a ton. And the next 2 are actually by an author who I've heard amazing things about. I've heard her recommended all over in terms of being a good thriller author, and I think I might actually do a little taste test vlog for these. I think I might do one for Harlan Coben as well to see how I like his writing, but I picked up 2 by another author, and I think I'll do a little taste test reading vlog for her as well, and that is Sherry Lapina. So I got The End of Her, and I also got Someone We Know. Definitely handed in by the same person. It would be too coincidental if not. But yeah, I've heard amazing things about her writing. I haven't actually heard much about these 2. I think it's The Couple Next Door, possibly, that's the one that everyone raves about, but I'm excited to see her writing nonetheless. So in this one we follow Stephanie and Patrick, 2 newlyweds with newborn twins. Stephanie is struggling with sleep deprivation from these newborn twins, but one thing is for sure, she has everything she ever wanted. However, a woman from Patrick's past then arrives onto the scene and makes a horrifying allegation. He always said that his first wife's death was an accident, but this woman is claiming it was murder. He insists he's innocent. This woman is making this accusation. Stephanie doesn't know who to trust, but she has to work it out. This is another one that's supposed to be like suburban paranoia, which again I have mentioned is one of my favourite sort of like tropes in thrillers. I just love that whole like domestic bliss that turns into absolute secrets, betrayal and all that jazz. So yeah, really excited to see how this one goes. And the other one, like I said, is Someone We Know. Again, this is a suburban paranoia, secrets, betrayal, all that good stuff. I think that she's kind of like the queen of that style of thriller, which makes me realise that I really need to read her books because like I said, I love that. We are in this tranquil suburban street. Everything seems perfect, everyone's happy, everyone knows each other, everyone knows everything about everything. And then an anonymous note is mysteriously left on one of these homes saying, "I'm so sorry, my son has been getting into people's houses. He's broken into yours." Who is this boy and what might he have uncovered? As whispers start to circulate, suspicion mounts. And then a local missing woman is found murdered. The secrets continue to pile up, the whispers continue to go on. No one knows what is happening, no one knows who's to blame, no one can trust anyone anymore. Says it can be hard keeping secrets in a tight-knit neighbourhood, but maybe you don't know your neighbours as well as you thought you did. Honestly, this one sounds so good. I'm so excited for both of those. We'll definitely be doing a reading vlog for them. And then I got 3 books, none of which I'd heard of. I don't think I'd even heard of any of these authors. I just thought they sounded really interesting. And I'm always up for looking for new books that I haven't heard much about on BookTube or any other book platforms. So the first one is The Shadow Man by Helen Fields. Immediately, it just said, when it says you didn't see him, but he's there, just gave me all the best creepy, gripping vibes, and I knew I had to pick it up. So Elspeth, Maggie and Xavier are locked in a flat. They don't know where they are and they don't know why they're there. They only know that the Shadow Man has taken them and he won't let them go. Desperate to escape, the 3 of them must find a way out of their living hell, even if it means uncovering a very dark truth. Because the Shadow Man isn't a nightmare, he's all too real and he's watching. This just sounds like so creepy. It feels like it's going to be so tense as they try to like get out of wherever this place is that they are. And it says it's perfect for fans of Kara Hunter, whose book I actually have up next. So maybe I made some good decisions here. And also fans of Karen Slaughter, who I still have not read, which is ridiculous, but I promise I will soon because I just know I'm going to love her writing. But yeah, this one just sounds really gripping, really creepy, and I cannot wait to read it. Like I said, the next one is by Kara Hunter, and that is Close to Home. Once again, I did not know anything about this book or this author, but there was just something about it that totally drew me to it. And again, I feel like the same person has handed in all these books, and if they have had good taste with some of them, hopefully they'll have good taste with others, because all of these are like suburban thrillers and they're all in really good condition. So I feel like it's the same person handing these books in, and I kind of want to meet them. So in this one, 8-year-old Daisy Mason disappears from a family party. No one in the quiet suburban street that they live on saw anything, or at least that's what they're claiming. And DI Adam Foley is the man on the case. He is trying to keep an open mind, but he knows that 9 times out of 10 it's someone that the victim knew. That means someone is lying and that Daisy's time is running out. This one, because of that last line there, I feel like it's going to be like a race against the clock type thriller, which again I love. I love something that's fast paced and intense like that. It might be a little bit more harrowing because it is a child disappearance, but I feel like it's going to be a really interesting one, and again with all the secrets of that suburban street. And finally I have The Neighbour by Fiona Cummins. This one I know nothing about at all, but Ian Rankin on the front says creepy as hell and kept me guessing to the very end. Now that's exactly what I want from a thriller. A new home, a new start. It's all the Lockwoods want. And on the avenue, a leafy street in an Essex town near the sea, it seems possible. But what if what they want isn't what they got? So on the day that the Lockwoods move into this supposedly tranquil, peaceful home, there is a media frenzy outside because a serial killer has struck in the woods behind the avenue. The police are investigating it and the neighbours are clearly keeping some sort of secrets. It says, with their dreams quickly turning into a nightmare, the Lockwoods are watching everyone, but who's watching them? Again, it sounds creepy, it sounds tense, it sounds like it's going to have those secrets right up until the end, and hopefully it's going to have some good twists as well. Yeah, I'm excited. So those are all of the books that I bought on my charity shop trip. Like I said, I got 9 books for £7, which is pretty ridiculous but also amazing, and I am so excited for each and every one of these. I feel like I've picked really well. Let me know in the comments which one you are most intrigued by. I feel like at the moment, I think the one I most want to pick up at the moment is probably I Let You Go, but I'm also just really excited for all of them. So that is it for my charity shop book haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good recommendations if you are a thriller reader. Like I said, let me know what title you are most excited about from this little haul, and if you did make it to the end of this video, then pop the butterfly emoji down below for the little butterfly slash moth. Probably a moth, but we're going to go with butterfly on the cover of this book that I am so excited for. Just let me know that you made it to the end of the video and that you enjoyed your time here. As always, if you did enjoy this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more bookish content from me, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings. I do reply to every single comment. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one.